What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is me, Trasos, and today we're going to be talking about my 42-inch Lasko American Classic from the early 1990s. I got this off of Facebook Marketplace recently for about 25 bucks. And I really only got this fan because of the rare emerald green or hunter green color. Usually these fans are found in some sort of white color or just, typical ceiling fan colors, white with brass or regular white or like oak. But emerald green doesn't really pop up too much in any ceiling fan brand or just at all. So that's mostly the reason I decided to pick it up. And I think for the price, that was a pretty fair find. So yeah, show it off real quick. We'll do the lights. This fan had a major wiring problem that it was basically backwards and it was really goofy. The restoration video on this fan was one of the most interesting restoration videos I've ever recorded. So many times when I thought I fixed the fan and I didn't, and all the times when I was just about to give up, I was just about to be done and just accept that I had a problem with the wiring. I finally came up with an idea to fix it, and I think it's a really interesting video, to be honest. I think it would be really worth checking out if you want to know more about how I got this fan here. So that's part of the reason why the seller was getting rid of it. It was used on his porch as like a porch light, but since the light and the fan couldn't be working at the same time, it was only one or the other. He just chose the light because obviously he needs a porch light more than a porch fan. And probably just got sick of having the fan there. And the lead for the fan was never used. It was just cut, never stripped. So I believe this fan was probably never really used at all until I got it. I think it might have been tested at some point, but now it's fixed because I fixed it. So just thought I'd mention the restoration video is interesting. We'll start off this on low. Oh, it's going the wrong way. The reverse switch is on the top. I tried to record this earlier and I messed up. And I forgot to switch the fan back to normal. Well, I didn't necessarily mess up. I'm really particular in how I record these videos. I already recorded this one in full length twice. And I just decided, it doesn't sound that great, so let me do it again. So this is like my fourth take. I actually kind of like that I messed up there. It adds some rawness to it. The light bulbs I used in here are the 40 watt LED amber bulbs. I highly recommend picking up some if you don't want to get, LED headaches. And you also just like the amber kind of color. We'll now go up to medium. The speed variations in this fan are extremely well done. And this fan's more or less on the cheaper side. And although it is on the cheaper side, it does have some high quality in some areas, and it just got some nice features, and I think the variation in speeds on this fan is almost nailed perfectly. The low is a perfect low. This medium is amazing. It's like right in between. And I'm really big on medium speed because that's the most used speed for me. When I use ceiling fans, I usually use medium. Usually medium or low. I rarely need to use high. And speaking of high, we can go up to high now. See, the medium was pretty fast, but don't let it deceive you. The high gets a lot faster. That's what I mean about that very nice variation. And the airflow output is pretty nice too. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, that's really nice. That's a nice, consistent, directed breeze that's not all over the place. I will now turn the lights on so you can see what it looks like when the lights are on. This fan is extremely shiny. The blades are shiny, the irons are extremely shiny. Polished brass is just all over the place. It's very entertaining to look at when it's running like this. Then I have the lights in the background there and the blades reflect some of that. You can't see from that angle, but if you, yeah, see right here. That just looks super cool. In fact, let me turn the lights off just so you can see that even better. That effect is really cool. I'll turn the fan off. This is exactly how I got the fan. The globes are original to the fan and the model, so I will not change them. I do not like them. They're not my preference, but I'm not gonna change them because they're original. The spin down is extremely long. So the wiring, in case you care, usually in most ceiling fans there is a black, a blue, and a white wire. You know, the blue is the hot lead for the light, and then the white is the neutral for both. In this fan, it's one hot lead for both and two neutrals, one for the light, one for the fan. And if you hook up one neutral independently, like just the fan or just the light, they work fine. But if for some reason you put both neutrals in, only the fan works and the light would quit working. I don't know why or how that was even possible, but it threw me off for a while in the restoration video. But I had to eventually kind of rewire the fan, and I came up with an idea that worked, and I fixed it. So pretty interesting. Again, the restoration video, I know I sound like a broken record with this, but that was one of the few videos where when I was editing the video, I was like, whoa, this is actually really entertaining. Because normally when I'm editing, I'm like, okay, I don't care. I already know what happened. You know, it's typical, clean the fan, hang it up, well, there you go, restoration. But this one was like, there were so many things like, oh, is this gonna work? No. Is this gonna work? Yeah, you know, just when you think it's gonna work, it doesn't. Then I was starting to give up. I'm like, I don't know, I guess I can't fix it. My ideas aren't working. I was just about to give up. I even gave the video the outro, and I came up with this one idea, and I'm like, you know what? Just try it. Why not? And I was thinking about it. I'm like, hey, this thing and that and this blah, blah, blah. I just started remembering details. The whole fan was like a puzzle. You know, the way the original owner had it wired, and the thing he told me about the porch thing, and I'm trying to piece the, you know, all this. It's like a big puzzle, and the video is very interesting. I know it's 44 minutes, but after editing, I kept all the juicy stuff in, so yeah. And I'll turn the light on now that the fan is off. I know I keep doing this, but I just want you to see that emerald green. Like, really look at that green. Like, it's really cool. Forgot to mention, for the blades, on the other side, there's oak. I'm not sure why oak is on the other side. That is a very poor design decision, in my opinion. Oak does not go good with green, last I checked. Unless you want the fan to look like a tree. I don't know. I'll show you. Let me get some close-ups real quick. I don't even need to show the reverse because I accidentally showed it in the beginning. Oh yeah, here's the Lasko logo. This is the 90s K-Flag logo. It is my favorite Lasko logo. There's the bulbs I like. For 15 bucks at Home Depot, you get 4 of them, so that's pretty nice. I think there is an Emerson model that looks very similar to this. I don't remember the model name, but there's an old Emerson fan that looks almost exactly like this, without, obviously not green, but I think Lasko's trying to go for that. And you can see the side, it's kind of got the same shape as the turn of the century from the old Sears ones. It kind of has that same body design. It's flush mount. There's the 2 neutral wires I was referencing. And there's the reverse switch. There's no really information on the fan besides a bunch of warning stickers. So, yeah. Look at those blades. Extremely shiny. And there is the oak on the other side. I find that hilarious. That oak is on the other side. I think they just did that out of laziness because probably the white and brass models probably had oak on the other side and they're probably just too lazy to change it. So they're like, oh, we'll just do green on one side instead of white and then leave the oak. The problem with leaving the oak, as you can see, is the green paint didn't 100% cover the side. So you get all these areas here where you can kind of see the oak and it's kind of weird, but there is something on the side of the fan here. Remove protective coating. I don't know what that means. I don't think anyone cares either. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, I'll see you guys in the next one.